like I told you, just make sure you have a cup of coffee, beverage, beers, with anything, even tea bag or akamu and akara can go well too. Yes, our doctor said it has a lot of nourishing components in it. So, and it's the easiest. You can just buy to enjoy. You buy 500 naira, yes, 400, 300 akara, and then akamu like 200. Even have sugar for you, so you'll be good. Okay, so this morning we're looking at benefits of alumni association. What's the meaning of alumni association? What comes to your mind when you have a call that goes with alma mater? What tingles you like gratitude? Do you have a kind of, do you have alma mater from your secondary or your primary school?
No, right now.
You have to start. We are giving you sellouts now. You have to start because it brings back memories. Memories of the school, memories of the teachers, memories of experiences, knowledge gotten, and also how those little things that you have missed that can be imbibed in the life of those who are there presently, and how you can help them. Because your experience is something, you know, that will work well for them and help them. So this morning we have Barrister Oluwabukola Ayisire, all the way from, you know, Abuja. She has always been a guest on Family and Values for many who are followers, lovers, fans, viewers on Family and Values. She has always been on Family and Values. And she joins us very soon because she's based in Abuja. But today, Oluwabukola, you're welcome.
You're welcome.
She's a family lawyer and she's doing well for herself, irrespective. And she, you know all these people who are barristers, as much as see them seriously, their children always bring something that, you know, give them a little bit of light. And I'm talking about her having a daughter who sings, plays guitar, sax, yeah.
Amazing.
Very good one. You need to listen to her to know. Yeah, beauty and the brains are there. Oh, yeah, I saw it. I think I saw it. I saw it on the social media. It's so good to have you here this morning. So, Bukola, when we talk about alumni, what comes to your mind? Are there benefits when we talk about alma mater? I mean, take on show off. It's not about show off. Many will tell you, I don't want to do it about show off. You know that girl, she came from a rich home, and you know, I don't want any wahala. You just stay on my lane. That's when they will start. I don't have it. I started like this, but this is where I am. I cannot even stand with my fellow, you know, schoolmates. What comes to mind when we talk about alumni? Is it to spite? Is it to make one feel belittled? Is it to bring your moral down? What is our alumni or alma mater all about?
Okay, thank you very much for having me, first of all. You know, when we talk about alma mater, you're talking about alumni, you're talking about the old graduates of a particular school. Sometimes you have now people from secondary school, universities, and all that. But you know, actually, the spirit or the aim of us coming together is actually for us to be able to hold each other's hand and to be able to help one another. And if you are not forthcoming, if we don't know where you are, you're not around, you may not know what is actually happening to you. But one thing that I actually used to say to people is that we can't always be on the same level at the same time. That is how life is. Fingers are not equal. Some people may be up there, they may be, high flyers right now, while the other people are just still struggling. That doesn't mean that you're nobody. Nobody knows tomorrow. It's only God that knows the end from the beginning. For instance, if I can just give a short example, if I'm not going out of this particular topic. When I finished from university, I got married, I started having my kids, and so I had them like that, and so I had to concentrate more on my children. At that time, my other mates were going for their masters, they were going on and on, but I knew what I had the focus, I knew where I was going to, and so I was just doing my practice, along the way, little by little. I was part of my old school, and I was moving on. But By the time the students finished secondary school, I had all the time in the world. And they were like, Bookie, it's as if you just started fully. I was everywhere. I was head of, I was facilitator, Women Forum, MBA Buhari. I was doing so many things. I did my masters, I did so many courses. At the same time, I was doing so many things. And they were like, how did you do it? If I'm not even overtaking, then now at this particular point. So what I'm just saying, just celebrate where you are at this particular time. Don't say because maybe you are not up to a particular person, you not associate with your people that were in school together and all that. Because there are lots of benefits. When you actually associate with your old school, you're able to network. The Bible talks about iron sharpening iron. When I see my fellow mates doing this, making a lot of things in this particular profession, I want to do better. I want to strive. I want to tell you, gratitude. I want to ask you, how are you doing? How are you managing? Yeah. Okay, you have children. How are you able to do it? What are you doing? What kind of professional courses are you doing? Yeah. But if I am there, I will not know what is actually happening. We have to network with our fellow people and all that. We kind of, sharpen one another and tell all the other people, what are you doing, and that way you're able to actually move forward and do better in whatever you're doing. So it's not about you just sitting back and saying that because you're not on the same level with the other people, then you're not going to associate with they bring those little things that you have, bring it to the table. If you're a fashion designer, come bring it to the table. You don't know, people can patronize it. And besides, the younger ones, the secondary school can also the secondary school student can also learn from you. If you're a fashion designer, for instance, you can start mentoring the younger ones on that particular trade and all that. So there's nobody that is actually useless. So to say, you have something in you. God has deposited something in you.
Okay.
Okay, so my question is, we often hear people talk about the importance of alumni associations, how they expand professional networking opportunities, career growth, and mentorship. So how does this come to play? Are there steps that are taken, intentional steps in career growth, creating career growth opportunities, mentorship for the younger generation, the younger class coming, and professional networking opportunities? So how does this come to play?
Oh, okay, that's a very nice question. It is very, very important that all students actually come together to form this particular alumni or association or school association, because the importance cannot be emphasized. I'm telling you, I've actually mentioned some in my what I said previously. The networking professionally, personally, with other students, other old schools, it's very, very important, because when people come together, they're also able to mentor the younger ones coming up. For instance, in our own school, we have the mentorship group. We have people that are in charge of mentoring the younger ones, and so they go on and give career talks. They have a program, they have their timetable wherein they go and give career talk to these students, the people that professionals like lawyers, professionals like engineers. They open up all this to these students. They are groomed until when they write their WAEC, and even after WAEC, to make sure that they are doing well in whatever they are doing. So it's very, very important that we take part in. If you are a member of a particular old school, that you take part actively in this, because we are going to give. We are trying to give back to the school that has helped us to be who we are today, and that is the only way we can give back, by making sure that these younger ones that are coming up, that we mentor them, we put them through the path that we have gone through, so that what we went through, we may have struggled in a long way. They won't have to struggle if we lead them properly.
All right. So you mentioned earlier that you are part of an alumni association. So are there any challenges you faced while being in that platform, and how have you been able to overcome each one of the challenges?
Yeah, there's no doubt that there are challenges. Of course, there will be challenges of fundraising. because these projects are normally very massive. You want to look at the infrastructure, you want to look at their lab, you want to make sure that they have good teachers. All these things, we have to look for fund. There's the challenge of funding. There's the challenge of, we all have different sets. Someone maybe 91 said, another one 92 sets. And then all these sets, they have coordinators, and you have to manage the coordinators. You also have to manage the old students themselves, because you have different categories of them, and be able to understand them. For instance, you have different levels, categories. If you have to carry all of them along, like we all mentioned, there are some that they are backward, or they are back. Not trying to pull anybody out. They are not forthcoming. And so you have to know how to manage them, to bring them and tell them that they are useful. We want them on this. Make them to belong. That is actually the word. Because that is the word. Make us to belong. It doesn't matter where you are. The level where you are, but when you have that sense of belonging, you'll be able to come and put in whatever you have to the table. So we have that challenge of coordinating people from different sets, bringing the coordinators, and making them to key in. Because not everybody, not everybody has the time for all this. So you need to be able to talk to them, to be able to key into these projects that we have. That this is our school, and we have to give back to this school.
Okay, now, Bukola, I want to ask, when we look at alma mater alumni, can we say it's compulsory or it should be voluntary? Many who are watching us now, is it compulsory? I do. Do you, as a legal person, thank God why that's why we have that. It makes a lot of sense, because you will tell us why it is compulsory and why it should be voluntary. So help us with that before we go forward.
There is a freedom of association, and so we cannot say it should be compulsory. But it can be persuasive. Let people key into it, let them understand the importance of them being a member of Alumni. Apart from the fact that they are giving back to the school, there are a lot of advantages even for themselves too. There is this adage that says that you can't be an island. You can't just be alone. And God has created us. We are social beings. God has created us that we should be able to interact with ourselves. And so when you interact with that joy of seeing somebody many years ago, and you're now meeting the person, again, and you find out the person is now is doing well and all that. That joy, that love. Oh, you are in this place. Okay, you're not a practitioner. Okay, will you not patronize me?
You definitely want to, because for the sake of the old time,
and you have that confidence that I will deliver.
Well, I'm coming back with some pitch up now. Bukola, we went to the same secondary school together, and let's go for this word of mouth. I'll be right back. We will be waiting to hear that story. Okay, but before I go for that story, this is the time you can always send in your text message if you're a member of an alumni or you're part of your alma mater in your primary or secondary school, brought yourself together. How many of you saw our first lady in our only child uniform recently on social media? Did you see that? Many people, wow, this is humility, this is humility, this is humility. Because she could have come on a normal, outfit, but she went all the way. I want to listen weights. That kind of thing. I wish one day we do that to you.
Yeah.
Okay, my school is Wesley Girls Secondary School, Inside Methodist Girl. That school that they call poultry. Because it was a jack on this school. We only had this like this, and we had blocks like that. When it's raining like this, you go to beat us left, right, center. We could have run out of school. But I said, we don't want that. Can you take us? We see Methodist girls and we're like, look at, hey. But to the glory of God, Wesley is up now. Now, Bukola, I remember something just struck my mind. I'm going off the they said, now you can call or send your message on the number on the screen. give me a call. But please, if you are calling, tune down the volume of your TV set. Make sure where you are is not noisy. And don't use your speaker. Don't put it on speaker. I will gladly and, be able to hear you audibly. So, what just struck my mind is, there are some set of people, while you're talking, while in school, you don't have anything to do with them. And now you're out of school. You just like, especially girls. And now you're out of school, you're now all big, older, and more matured. And you're coming for your alma mater. That scenario, give me a view of what one should expect. One would want to like carry herself. How do you think that can work? Like I was just saying, alma mater alumni can also take away depression from you because you're no longer going to be on one spot. Because it's someone you are going, something will just draw. If you are like me, something will just draw. You call me why be that kind of thing. It removes that weight we're talking about on Wednesday or Tuesday. It removes weight. So in such a situation, how should that person, manage that scenario? And we're now meeting for the first time after many years at our alma mater.
Well, I just feel that's life for you. You can't be close to everybody, at that particular stage. But since it's not as if you've really done anything wrong or something lingering, that I will definitely come and hug you and all that. I was just telling somebody a story about one of my teachers that after, she's not even, we are not students, but it's a teacher, but it was really very, very strict, and I really did not like the teacher, sincerely. And so after a very, very long time, we came for this reunion and I saw the teacher, and that still came to me, as in this teacher. I didn't really want to have anything. And someone was like, after all these years, after all, there are two scenarios. If somebody has done something bad to you, that thing will come back. But at the same time, we must learn to forgive and forgive. So if the person has not done anything, it's just a matter of we are not close with. As girls, you have your pals and all that. You hug the person, you are friends. There are people in my university, we went to university together, we were not even on talking time at all. Because like I said, before we came from Jaconde school, there are girls in Unilag that came from good schools.
Very solid
school in my class. And I cannot blame them. Queen's College, Federal Government College, and all. I can't blame them because they already have their game. Maybe in our class, maybe there are like 12 of them from the same school. From Queen's College, there are 12 of them. Somebody like me, maybe they're the only one. So it will be difficult for me to penetrate. So I understand where they are coming from. But now we see ourselves, we are on the same level. That is it. It depends on
focus, determination.
You're looking at the age, you're not looking at the present at this particular time. And you cannot judge them at that particular time because that is it. They have these people, they have started from nursery, secondary, university. They are still together. Then you are coming from nowhere. You want to come and penetrate their relationship. But with time, they get to know that life is not like that, and they are now more exposed. And we are all friends. If the person has not done anything to you, you greet anybody. You're talking about networking now. You don't know who will help you. You don't know who is going to be the governor of Lagos State. And you are still doing, you're trying to snub the person. So, networking, you greet everybody, be nice to everybody because you don't know how they will help. Except the person has done something that's very, very, that's very, very bad. And the Bible still tells us that we should forgive as our Heavenly Father forgives us. So that is just my admonition at this stage.
Okay. Someone just sent a message. Good morning, sisters. Well done and thanks to all the old girls. Okay, all the old girls and the old boys. Send me a message regarding your alma mater. Okay, it's not just about me. It's let's hear your own side. I got ask. Unfortunately, says she doesn't have one yet. So I'm sure they will be thinking about what's the name of your school again?
Rosalie University.
Okay. In your secondary school?
Prime Focus.
Where is that?
At Fatolu
Lagos.
So, I'm sure they will find a way to start one. Maybe they've started, she's not aware. Let's hear about your own alma mater. Now, someone sent in this message, and I want you to keep it coming. Said, well done, sisters, and thanks to all the old girls. Please, we are using this opportunity to appeal to our performing governor to help us in the rebuilding of the Wesley Girls Junior Secondary School. And this will let them come back into the premises for proper monitoring. Together we'll make the difference. Okay, I have a call. Who is calling us? Good morning. Wait on the line. Hello? Oh no, we lost that call. So I want more call. I want more messages. I have another message. Okay. Someone said, okay, we give God glory for seeing us through Jaconde School as fondly called back in the days. We are now achievers. Together is our global reunion. Hello, who is on the line?
Good morning.
Good morning. How are you? What's your name? Where are you calling us from? Thank God it's Friday. Oh, I said good morning and just went away like that. Call back. Oh, I'm waiting for your call. So, then in those days they call it government Jaconde schools. And in short, our home became a poultry. We call it poultry. The reason is because we had, where we put fabric, we had a poultry. A poultry just by the wall like this. So while we're looking at the chickens, the chicks becoming chicken, we automatically, we are also in our own classes. But to the glory of God, we are where we are now. I can't stop mentioning places, big wigs that came out from that school. I can't stop mentioning. Now, I want to also ask this. How can, apart from all that you said, sponsoring, you talked about sponsoring scholarships and all that. I believe WOG has done something like that. Wesley Girls, do they have anything in that regard? I'm sure we have one or two outside the country, under Lagos State.
Sorry, can you?
Scholarships.
For the students.
For the students, where they have to travel out of the country for competitions and all that. How expensive can that be?
Of course, you can imagine the flight tickets, the accommodation, that goes into it. But like we said, the purpose of the alma mater is not because you want to come together, you want to show the whole world that you are together. We have to be focused, and the focus is on the school. The focus is on the students that are coming up. And so in our own Wesley Girls Association, the students have been exposed to so many things. Can you imagine when you talk about children in Jaconde School, going abroad? The children are so excited going for competitions they've represented the school, nationwide, international. They've gone out, and all this funding there mostly from the old students, because we have sets, we pay dues, and sets actually pays dues, and we have people that actually give even voluntarily for this cause, for this purpose. And so it's very important that the alumni should be focused on what they are doing. And in this very case, they are doing a lot. Mentorship, giving back during their entire sports. The old students are there. Equipping the their computer lab, the science lab. In fact, the project, presently we have an engineer as a president, Engineer Abuola, and she's just all out to make sure that all the infrastructure, everything, they are actually in place. And so I actually want to actually say thank you to her for all what she's doing. The board of trustees, we also have Binta, Senior Binta, Senior Funshaw, and the likes. We have so many of our people that are so passionate. That is it. When you are passionate about something, you go all out for it. It's not about coming and tying gaily and all that. People, they are passionate about this school. This school that, when we started, for instance, when I gained admission to that school, I was a little bit down because when I look at the school behind me, the structure beside me and where but with our teachers, they were determined. They instill discipline. They instill ethics, decorum in us. And so today, you can see the products. In those days, they even used to call us. I remember people calling me twice. They asked me, come, is this a private school? They're shocked because
our uniform
you see our
so
uniform
unique.
It's unique with our waistcoats. White, clean girls, beautiful girls. They'll not call and say, sorry, is this a private school? Yeah, the one inside that inside that Jack on the school. So they are actually very surprised. But our teachers, we have girls club where they teach you how to.
Sorry, can I pick this? I hope this call goes through. Hello. Good morning. Who is on the line? Hello. Hello.
Hello.
Oh, we're not talking. I have to hang up. So you were saying something.
No,
you can call us back if you really want to talk, and please keep it close so that we can actually communicate better, please. Okay. Okay. Let's not force. Okay. Let's go on.
No, I was just trying to say that, the Bible says we should not despise the days of this week. It will look as if, who are these young girls and, they're jumping in this cage.
Okay,
How are you?
Your name and where you're calling from?
Yeah, I'm calling from there. My name is Musa.
Your name is what?
I'm Musa.
Okay, what do you want to tell us? Do you have an alma mater you belong to? Share your experience.
No, I don't like your friend and your friend. That's why I'm calling you. I love your friend.
I didn't get what you're saying. You're too close. Okay, so thank you, Senior Mobi. I can hear you. I can see you. Senior Mobi, 86 cents. That's so good. Good job, girls. Wesley is it. Okay, so it all boils down to how well can we maintain this? The society we are in showed how do we promote when we talk about alma mater? How can this be sustained when we talk about promoting, little details regarding the association for a long time project? How can this work in a society whereby you're on your own, well, except how do you seek for fun when you're looking out for long time plan regarding the alma mater?
Like I stated earlier that where there's a will, there is actually a way.
Yeah.
Like I spoke about being passionate. If we have people, that are passionate about this course. You mentioned earlier someone was here yesterday. She Senior Funchal, she was one of the first sets, and she took it upon herself to start this project. Oh. So when you are passionate about something, number one, you work towards it. Realization of that project. You will not want that particular thing to fade off, to die, and so you just keep on bringing up people of like minds that are passionate to keep on driving this. And I have served in so many parastatals, and I believe that what you need is the will. When you have the will and people knows what you are doing, and they are seeing what you are doing, they are seeing these children, they are progressing, they are going abroad, they are doing competitions, they are coming first.
Please tune down the volume of your TV set. You don't need to increase it. We will need to hear you from here. Okay? Let us be the one bringing our own home. You tune it down so that we can hear you. So please, before you call, do that. Our time is fast spent. You can hand up with what you were saying. So that
okay. I was just saying that when people see that you are passionate and you are doing a particular work, initially it may look as if it is slow, that people are not, buying into
Buying
it.
into it, yeah.
But when they
It
see,
is slow.
people like to associate themselves with results. When they start seeing results, they start coming forward. They start financing is. We have people in diaspora too. We have people that are abroad. That's part of our students that are abroad. When they start seeing this, oh, these people are doing this, people are doing that.
They key into
They
it.
key into it. So that is just my own belief that in other places that I've served, I would just say, just start. Start. Let people see what you are doing. And when they see what you are doing and they can see it, they will key into it.
This person is really. Hello, our final call.
Hello.
Oh,
How are you?
I'm fine.
How is your body?
My body is fine. I'm sure that baby has not resumed school. You are supposed to be in school. Mommy, be careful. And daddy, send this boy or this girl to school. My body is fine. We're all doing fine here. Thank you for calling and making that attempt. Your final word as we go this morning.
So please, I want you to say a word or two to people out there who have placed themselves on certain restrictions to being part of any alumni association. First, because of class, because they feel that they are not up to their mates. They place themselves on this restriction and it affects them not just physically not being part of them, but mentally and psychologically. You see yourself as less. So what would you say to these people to give them that push and that comfortability that they are one and they can be more in the association platform?
Okay, so I just want to encourage old students, old graduates, actually associate with your alma mater, with any of your school. Holding back will not help you. Like I said earlier, we are social beings. We need to relate in this age of mental problem, mental issue. You know, it's a problem shared is half solved.
Yeah.
So if you need to talk to someone, you need to relate with someone, and besides, God has deposited a lot of things in you, irrespective of what the situation and circumstances may be confronting you at this particular time. And don't just lay back and say, okay, and give up on yourself. And when you come out and and associate with your other alma mater, you find out that you'll be able to tap into other things, and they'll be able to encourage you to able to do better. It's not about all what you see outside, maybe the dressing, it's more than that. For instance, in our own work, we even cater for the widows. We have skills not only for the students.
Them.
Yes, not only for the students, but for the old students.
Yeah.
We buy equipment. Maybe you are into fashion designing. We'll buy sewing machines for them to start off. And you are just trying to shortchange yourself if you don't come forward. And so I want to encourage, and I also want to invite you to our reunion tomorrow. Saturday, we'll be having a reunion tomorrow at Surulere, the West Old Girls Association. We'll be having us tomorrow. We've been having it, and tomorrow's one is also going to be
another banger.
Yeah, it's going to be another banger. So we are inviting you. It's an opportunity to invite you. I hope you'll be there.
I hope you'll be there. Gratitude.
If you are not student of Wesley Girls Secondary School and you are not there tomorrow, you are not in the right place.
Okay, so I got some messages. Alma mater give joy in assisting to uplift each other. You need to see full representation at parties too. In your last show, me, Senior Mobi from the Pioneer set. God bless you, Senior Mobi. Said Barrister Bukola. Well done. You represent well always. Olori, thanks there. Together we make the difference. I also got this message. Good morning to you all in the studio. You're all doing a great job. Demitokwe Omokore from Ikorodu. Yeah, I think that's all we have to take because we need to run out of the studio right now. So you can join us tomorrow. Big shout